Hello, welcome back. So I haven't really planned what I was gonna say. Just gonna eat my outlet, M&M it. So I've been wanting to do for fall, first of all, like a cranberry bronzy smoky eye. I'm all about the bronze with the eyes, but I've been really digging the cranberry for fall. So I definitely wanted to do that as a look for YouTube. And then I actually went into Morphe for the first time last week, and Kathleen Lights palettes was out. And I love her colors. They're beautiful. Let me give you a little shot of her shades. Like, look how pretty. I mean, I love me some like warm colors, but I have brown eyes and I love rocking these kind of greens. And then these are awesome transition shades. These two, that one, this is Amazeballs. That one's Amazeballs. This is like a vanilla cream matte. That's a champagne shimmer color. You got a couple cool tones, but I mean, it's pretty bomb. And then you have your classic black, which you always kind of need, I think, in a look. So I was super excited to try it. Only $15. $15, it's really inexpensive, and you get, is it 15 shades? Yeah, it's like you can't get that anywhere. That's a great deal. And I will say that I'm really, really happy with the quality of the product. I really don't have honestly much negative to say. I would say that maybe you do get fallout, so just be aware of that. You might want to do your eye makeup first and then do your face makeup afterwards if you get like kind of crazy with your shadows. I've heard some people saying that they're streaky, but certain shades are streaky, but for me, I haven't encountered that. I like to set my eyes with loose powder, so I feel like that automatically helps eyeshadows glide on and blend easier. So maybe try that if you're having that problem. And the matte black color, I will say it's not like black. Like it could be a little deeper, but I mean, for $15 and you get all of this and the colors are beautiful and you could do so many different looks with this, and it's easy to travel with. Like, this is gonna be one of my go-to palettes, I think, when I'm traveling or just in general. I'm really, really happy with this palette. So good job, Kathleen. I love you, girl. You did good. So this is the palette, and this is what I decided to use for my cranberry bronzy smoky eye. I hope you guys like it, and we could get to the tutorial. So I'm gonna start to prep my eye. Today I'm gonna use the MAC Paint Pot Pro Longwear in Soft Ochre. OG. I'm just feeling a little lazy, so I'm just gonna apply it with my finger. Sometimes I'll use like a concealer brush, but I really don't feel like it. Now I'm going to set it. I like to set it with some type of powder. I feel like it helps eyeshadows blend a little easier and glide on. So I'm actually using, I call it my grandma powder. I use Laura Mercier RCMA powder, but lately I've been loving this Airspun powder. It smells like my grandma, which is awesome. The smell does go away, so you don't smell like a grandma all day, but I really like it. Like, it's so good. This is like my top 3 powders are these 3. So I just go in and just lightly go over like the crease area, and I'm using a Sigma, the tapered blending brush in E40. Isn't that a wrapper? Is that a wrapper?
Yeah.
Should be easy to remember. Okay, so did that. Now I'm gonna break into the palette. And first I'm gonna start off with this color. It's the vanilla color. It's not the highlight color, it's the vanilla color. I always like to do that just to kind of like set up the base, the color base of it. So I'm just gonna go in. Okay. Now I'm gonna do my transition shade, which is the poopy brown color, which I was kind of not too sure on. It's this one right here, but I love it. I love it. It's seriously, it's like one of my favorite shades of the whole palette. It's beautiful. And I'm all about them warm shades, so I feel like it looks so good with anything really. If you just like start applying that in the crease area, it sets up the whole bit. So I'm just gonna go in. I do notice with this palette, you do need to apply a little bit more than like some other palettes that I have, but which is fine. I'm still super happy with the look of it, but I just noticed you do have to be a little bit more generous with how much you go in with. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with the MAC 217 brush, and I'm going to use this shade. I kind of go crazy with it. I'm gonna use, sorry, it's hard to see, like, I'm gonna use this color and this color. I'm gonna tag team these two in the crease. So I'm gonna go in with the lighter one and start working it in the crease area. This brush is a little smaller than the Sigma one, so I try to get a little bit of a gradient effect when I'm doing my crease area. It's more dimension. I know I use that word like a million times, but it really does. It gives more of a blended look, in my opinion, and not so like harsh with just like one color in your crease or two. And then I'm gonna use that dark, rich, reddish brown color now. And now I'm gonna do the same thing and just work it in. Wind wiper that bitch all day if you need to. Okay, now I'm gonna get into this color. It's like a maroon color right here. I'm gonna get that all up in the crease. I'm using a Morphe M507 brush. Really like this brush. It's like a mini Sigma, so like you could get a little bit more detailed in the crease. So I'm just gonna work that in the crease like so. For the people in the back. And then I'm just gonna go just blend out anything that maybe I'm not seeing, but can never hurt. Too much blending, I don't think any hurt no better. Okay, now I'm going to go onto the lid, and I'm gonna use this pretty bronzy, like chocolate. In person, it's more of like a, I don't know how to explain it. It's like a chocolate bronzy sheen color. So I'm gonna smack that on the lid. I'm going to use a MAC 213 brush, and I'm also gonna spray it with a little Fix Plus. So it'll kind of enhance it and make it a little bit more pungent. You could use like a lot of different products to do this. I heard eye drops works. I've never tried that, but I heard it's basically like the same thing. So I'm just gonna tap that ass. I feel like it helps with fallout too by doing this, because this palette does have some fallout. So, and typically, I typically do my eyes first before my face makeup, but for this like little quick toot, I didn't want to do that today, so I went ahead and did like my full face. So But that's why I like doing, see I'm getting a little right there. That's why I like doing my eyes first though, no matter like what kind of eye makeup I'm using, because it doesn't, if you do have fallout or if you like mess up on something, it's fine, because you know, you can always take it off and then you still can do your face makeup when you're all done. So that's typically how I do my full routine. And if you set your under eye, that helps too. So now I'm going to clean up my business right here. I like to do that because it kind of sucks because I already did all like my concealer and stuff, but I feel like, well, for one, it needs to be cleaned up, and two, especially if you're doing like a wing liner, for me, it helps as a guide. I learned that from Rachel Leary, love her. That's how she does it, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've never tried that before, because normally I'll try like tape, or I'm always trying to find some type of easy way. I don't really think there is though. I think you just really got to practice it. But yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, I'm gonna try that, and I feel like it really did help me in my winged liner game, even though it's still a struggle, honestly. I don't even like to do it that much most of the time because I'm usually in a rush to get ready, and nobody got time to be messing around with liquid eyeliner. For my liquid liner, I'm gonna be using
NYX baby.
I think it's only like $3 too or something. It's seriously, I love it. It's really good. But so now let's all say a prayer to the liner gods that this eye comes out. It's really scary shit. People do not realize the struggle of this life. It's really stressful. Okay, so no major casualties yet. We're almost out of this. So now it's the real tough part for me, the wing. And I have like, I swear, I don't know what it is in my age. I have like saggy ball skin eyelids. I don't know what's happening, but it makes the wing even harder. So I'm sure not too much longer I could rock this look, because it's just not gonna, it's gonna be a saggy wing is what it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be cutting of it. It's just gonna be, I don't know, it's sad. So I'm gonna use the line there as the guide. It's not perfect, but it's not awful. I think we can. The key is using very little, and when I first went in for that swipe, I had more on the brush than I knew I did. Key alert. It's really hard, like, cause you know, as human beings, we're not symmetrical, but yet we're trying to make everything look symmetrical. I'm like, this eyeball is different than my other eyeball, so my liner always turns out different. So they're more like cousins, sisters on a good day. So I'm gonna use some makeup remover, and I love these little pointy Q-tips. They're my best friend. And then I just try to do a little dabs, you know what I'm saying? And then clean it up. See, look at this one's like perky wing. This one is like straight wing. But you know what? At least it's nice and on its own. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna let it live. And then once we smack on a lash, and if people can't tell and people are looking at you like that, that's kind of weird. So I'm just gonna put on some mascara. I just do like a quick little coat. I love me some L'Oreal Voluminous. I don't like really put on a lot, but just a little bit. I have the worst lashes ever. They're straight, thin, fine. They don't curl. I try to curl my lashes and it does nothing. So that's why I love falsies are my best friend. So I'm using Koko lashes again in Goddess. And I use Duo eyelash glue. And I like the one with the brush. You can see it. It's cleaner. I love it. This is like the only Duo glue that I use. And what I do, major tip for me, is I actually set a timer on my phone and I let that glue just get sticky, icky, like for like a minute. And I swear it will make your application so much easier. I used to, back in the day, I'd be like, why can't I do it? And it's because it was like slipping and sliding. It wasn't tacky yet. So now it's like, okay, you know, we live and we learn. So I'm just gonna wait for the time to get to about a minute. And I'm using tweezers and I'm gonna pop that. Oh, I was gonna say something that might not be appropriate, but I'm gonna pop that thing on and we'll be good. So now I'm just gonna pop them in or on. Leave it on. Cool. We got through that, folks. Now I'm gonna do the lower lash area. And first I'm gonna do my waterline. And I'm gonna use Inglot. And this is in 77, just their black. This shit is like, it's real deal stuff. And it's a little scary though, because when you put it on, it ain't going nowhere. So better be pretty confident with it. But what I really love it for is my waterline. Because you know, with your waterline, it's hard for liners to stay there. This freaking works because it's like water resistant and all this crazy stuff. So if you just smack that in your waterline, you're good. So I'm gonna use the Sigma small angled E65 brush. It's fine. So I'm gonna just dab it again, just a little bit. And then I'm going to get it in my waterline. And you don't have to be super precise because we're gonna put shadow under the waterline. So if you get a little outside of your waterline on your skin, it's okay. That's done. So now we're gonna go back to Kathleen, our boo. And I'm gonna use the poopy, the baby poopy color first. And I'm going to use a Morphe, like a pointer brush. It's an M321. And I'm gonna just start working that, smudging it into my lower lash. And then I'm gonna use another color. I'm gonna use an angled brush, but I like this. This is a Sanya Kashuk angled brush. I've had it forever. They should still have it, but I like it because it's a little fluffier. So it's not like super precise. So it kind of gives a little bit more of a smoked out look. So I'm gonna use that pretty cranberry burgundy maroonish color. And I'm gonna start that in there under the waterline as well. And then I'm going to use another angled brush. This is a MAC 208 brush. This is like a super tiny one. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of that matte black color that she has in the palette, and just to blend a little bit with the waterline. I don't want like a lot for this look on my under eye, but I kind of want to like connect it to my wing. That's fine, that's good enough. And then I'm going to use another, this is from an IT Cosmetics, I don't know, oh, it's a number 124. I really like this brush. It's great for like if you want to put like highlight on your tear duct or your brow bone. It's really tiny and precise. So sometimes you could get a little crazy with it and then it could fall out onto your, like, you know, all the other crap that you've been doing. So I'm gonna use this. She has this like champagne like shimmer color right there. So this is the shimmer color. So I'm gonna use this for the brow bone and my tear duct. So I'm gonna Get that in there. And then now I'm gonna use mascara. I love Rimmel Lash Accelerator. I love this for my lower. Actually, I think it's an awesome mascara, but I really like it for my lower lashes because the wand is like pretty narrow. It's a little bit more precise, and I don't have much, so I need that type of brush for my lower lashes. So I'm gonna put a couple coats, and we good. I'll have to clean that up with a Q-tip. I gotta let it dry then. That's another tip. So this is my final look. I opted for a nude color. I don't know, I was just feeling a nude color with this. I think you could do like a chocolate, like dark brown would be really pretty, very fall-y. Even like a raisin colored lipstick would be really pretty too. But yeah, so this is what I opted for, but I hope you enjoy it. I love the palette and I'm going to have so much fun with it, and I hope that it was of some help for you guys, and thank you for watching. Love you guys.